Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Endurance Ugiagbe don't advise Nigeria youth make them no join court. Say court they destroy people life. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Endurance Ugiagbe.
A grateful heart must always thank God, not just for new things. It is good you look back sometimes, because those decisions you made back then helped you to the level you are today. A lot of us who are so opportune, who are not within the category of the people who are regarded as the people destroying the society, not that we are so perfect, not that this set of people are perfect, but because of some decisions God opened your eyes to make back then has kept you to this very time. So that's why you must always thank God, because if not for God, there is every tendency you might just end up doing what a lot of people in the society are doing today, and they don't even feel they are destroying the society. They don't even feel they are not contributing positively to the society. Those days in secondary school, every child, there must be stubbornness in every child. There is stubbornness in every child. So when some people are displaying their own in the public, sometimes we used to admire people like that. Particularly when these fatality issues really started, even when it got down to the secondary school. You see somebody fighting also about 5 people. You will hit this one will go down. Hit this one will go down. They'll be using machete on the person, it will not penetrate. Gun, it will not penetrate. When you see that kind of ruggedity and all of, because we regarded those things as ruggedity, and we were, also admiring to go into such things. While we were, cherishing such lives and thinking of going into such thing, God helped us. The same people we were looking up to, like, we want to be like them. Wherever they went to possess this kind of power, we want to go there and possess the power. We want to be part of the want to be part of the fatality and possess such power and all of that. While we were thinking about all these things, you will hear, like in Benin here, we have a lot of, we have a lot of names that if I call now, you go say yes. People know them well. Their names, every corner and junctions of Benin Kingdom, you go to hear their names say, these people they disturb, this one they hurt, this one they do this one, go no they enter around, class no they enter around. But if you go and still check how these old people ended their lives, the same gun that could not penetrate still killed them. Machete, the same thing. Some that go even say they suffocate him, he die. So when we're hearing all these things, we pinch ourselves. Particularly I pinch myself never to make any move of being any member of any fatality, not because of fear of death, but looking at it so very unnecessary that after all this show, it still boils down to this. One still gets to end his life like this. This person regarded as the hottest person, as the most rugged and dogged person, still ends up like this. They go kiss themselves, you go come around, people's children, everybody go gather, they look, say, now so it be. So that was where we tapped our wisdoms from. We're like, no, this is not what joining, this is not what doing at all. So those decisions then helped our lives. So we're able to concentrate on things that are more positive, things that can build you. Now people look into your life and your lifestyle and like, wow, you're doing good. So those decisions helped our lives. And when I look into those days, I always have every reasons to thank God, to say, Baba, thank you so much. Because you will not appreciate it now. A lot of people get into things they want to get into, and they start living life they don't even understand again. Sometimes you feel you know what they are doing. Most of them don't know what they are doing. Look at even when you talk about these fatality issues. When some people start acting to be too strong, in a particular confraternity group, you see their fellow court members hailing them, hailing the particular person, hailing the particular person. They can even praise the person, hail the person to the level that the person will even go and will be going on hit on executions anyhow. And when this whole issue starts, everybody will run SI. The person who executes ends up not coming back to the area again. We abandon sweet jobs, abandon sweet home, abandon sweet family. It goes just there SI because say anytime when he come back, he got to pay for waiting he don't do. But other court members, even those ones when they heal them, when the whole thing don't subside, they will come back to the area, even be doing things with other court members that have even issues, living comfortably. But you see that particular one, when go for that execution, go just run Ezra for the entire life. When that the Ezra when they things they okay for him or not, he remains there. He does not think of coming back to where for do that nonsense. But people when they heal him, when they the same court group, all of them go the area, they run their affairs, they go some go get family, settle down, do everything. Because most of these people when go for executions, if you look at them, some of them have opportunities. Because there is no need of you going elsewhere if you have opportunity where you are. That's one basic thing we humans must understand. If you cannot judiciously utilize the opportunity you are able to get where you are, if you get elsewhere, you won't even recognize opportunities when you see them. Yes, there are some people who are so less fortunate where they found themselves, there will be no opportunity there and they feel like they need to move to somewhere else. But when things happen in your own life, you that have something very important you're doing and something bad has to push you out from that place, you get into another place with the mindset of you don't keep a sin and all those things, those conscience fighting you. It takes time for you to get balance. Sometimes you don't even get balance at all. So we need to be very careful with our lives. Decisions we made, time past, we need to continue to appreciate them. Because long ago, person like me, I saw that there is no life here. When it comes to confraternity, there's not here. There are many important things people have named about it. There are so many good testimonies. Some people feel it's good testimony they've given about it. But even in its whole entirety, I don't see it as something worth journey. I don't see it as something worth, doing at all. That you are moving with this particular group of people because you people are all court members. It doesn't interest me. I can move with group of people if it is for business, if it is for investment, if it is for, coming together to build humanity, coming together to build society, coming together to build where you are, not just having myself around the circle of people who have the mindset of saying, if this one do anyhow, we give them. If this one do anyhow, we give them. Hey, this is who we are. Hey, these other people now, another different people. Meanwhile, you are speaking the same tongues. Meanwhile, you all are blacks. Why the separation? Why the separation? A lot of them who even joined this confraternity, go and check out. They never had issues with anybody. Even somebody that we even sent to go and execute somebody, never had any issue with the person is going to execute. But because he belongs to a particular confraternity, and it happens that they need to execute somebody, they will send him to go and execute somebody that has never wronged you. You will kill such a person and you expect you live a peaceful life? You can never. Somebody that has never wronged you. They will describe something, they will even give you the person's picture. You don't know this person before. This person has done nothing wrong to you. But because you've gone to join a particular group, they will give you a mandate to go and kill someone that did not wrong you at all, that you have not even seen in your life. There is no confraternity that will not play this kind of game I'm talking about. There is no confraternity that will not boils down to what I'm talking about. There is no. Check it out. But if you say, let's come together and think about partnership, there is no partnership that start thinking of going after each other to start killing each other. Look at companies. Yes, there's competition, but the competition has to do with something that is systemized. It is systemized. If you want to be better than this person, you find a more better thing you can do this person is not doing. That's all. Not by killing somebody. Not by killing somebody. So I really want to thank God and appreciate God today for the decisions He enabled me to make time past. Those decisions have sustained me till now. So that's why I can't look back I can't turn back. I can't think of it. There are times that I've experienced intimidation. Intimidation. When development come into a place like this, you start seeing people grouping themselves according to family. They will even forget that you are from the same community. But they start looking for members. Members will start looking for themselves, socketing themselves. That's why there's a lot of issues in different communities which are not supposed to be there. We call ourselves one. We say we want to develop our place. What is not the issue of trying to identify with this one, saying I'm a member, trying to identify with this other one is a member? Being a community, being indigenous of the community, is it not enough for the unionism? Why looking for other things to be the reason why we should be close to each other? And when you don't belong to anyone, you'll be left out. You'll be left out. I've faced the intimidation a lot. That's the only way they've intimidated me anyway. Nobody has ever come one day to say, because they called me by, go slap me, make a they look at, or it be this one, go call they pursue me about, or they do nonsense with me. No. But we face all this intimidation internally. Even you yourself will see that, because I don't belong, okay, no problem. You just dash away, look for something else you can do. Those things cannot push me to go and say, because I want to be having my share, let me now go and join one. That would be the worst mistake of life. Because a lot of people ended up being confraternity members for these reasons. They themselves never wanted to be. But they look at, this is the only way forward. This is the only way I can tap into these things these people are also tapping from. You go and join. Forgetting that if you maintain who you are, you will still get to where you are going. You will still get there. It will just be time difference. Time difference. Not quite long, give yourself, you start seeing people who are becoming members of, they are very close. This one is a member. This one, you start seeing them fighting themselves. Fighting themselves. They will even fight themselves and leave everything. You will be the Jew man and I will come in control. Now you go there for the place. So it's just time difference. Time difference. As at the time it will be working for them, it will seem as if they are the one on top of the world. A time will come. They will start, police will start chasing them left and right. They themselves will start chasing themselves left and right. They'll be calling you as a Jew at home. Say, how far? Hey, they don't cool. They see they come, they pick people. As at that time, you have opportunity to explore. You'll be seeing, that's when people now begin to recognize that, these ones are the responsible ones in the society. People don't see most of them as responsible people. People only regard them because they feel if you talk to them in a way, they will come and attack you and all of that. That's the only thing. People don't feel because someone is a confraternity member, that person is a sensible person. No, it is through what you are doing. That unionism they have, they use it to intimidate people, they use it to command respect. But that is not respect. That's purely cowardice. Purely cowardice. Because you need respect, you just form unionism, just for respect's sake. Respect you can earn through your personal achievements in life. There are achievements you make, there are ways you live your life. You don't even tell somebody to respect you. Sometimes people are called you that respect. You start feeling like, now me person they respect like this. Yes, now you. Now you. You've gotten to that peak. You've achieved it. Even without you knowing. You weren't even working for the respect. But you were just working for the achievement. And all of a sudden, you see the achievement start commanding the respect. Respect, ordinarily, people will go and join confraternity. But you go say, this person, they try me, okay. I go show him. I go show him, you go and join. And you start coming around to start flashing the color. To command respect. You can imagine that. So my humble advice to a lot of youth is to desist from court activities. Desist from it. The harm is so huge when it comes to comparing it with whatever good you think you can get from it. The harm is too huge. The destruction that comes with it is too much. It's just like there are some investments I can't tell somebody to go into. So it's the same way I will tell you, don't go into confraternity. Don't go into it. So many people will come in, look at business and want to go. I say, don't dare it. I'll tell you that simple truth. Don't dare it. The simple truth for you not to dare join a confraternity group is that it destroys lives. It has destroyed a lot of lives. There are so many growing young boys that we know in our areas. If na swag, they get swag. Naturally, you will just like them. If it comes to saying a beauty, they're fine. If they dress up, you see them, you just have a kind of joy. You go be like say you won't put them for belly. They just get that charisma naturally. But confraternity spoiled their lives. Confraternity destroy them. Destroy them. Completely. That they don't leave anything behind that we can use for reference purpose for good today. So I know intimidations is part of the reason why a lot of people decide to join these things. But that intimidation is just for a while. They themselves, they know their limits. Except you yourself, you don't know yourself. If you know yourself, any of these people, they know their limits. There are places they cannot cross. You don't need to belong before they will respect you or regard you or know that there are boundaries they don't need to cross. For real. Don't live around where they are because you feel they are much around you, you are afraid. Because of that, you want to join them. No. Live your life. Live your life. You learn more better way to organize your life and stay with it. There are many you stay with, they will even accord you respect. Sometimes they will hear say somebody get problem with you, they go say they want carry the thing for it. Now you go they even beg them, say no, may they forget, may they not run all those kind of things for you. You are not a member, you are not a nobody. You are just yourself. But they go say they won't carry your matter for it. You are not a member. Many times it has happened, I'll say it's not necessary. Forget about it. Because as a man, the first wisdom I'm supposed to possess is the wisdom to handle any issue that comes to my way. It's not every issue that comes to my way everybody must know about. It's not every issue that comes to my way everybody will come and gather and fight for me. No, there are issues I should just solve that even people will not even know those issues even occurred. That's wisdom. That's intelligence. That's intelligence. I don't believe there's somebody in this world I will have something with today that I will not be able to resolve. Who is the person? Yeah, how you doing now? Well done. Who is that person? I've not seen that person. Anytime such thing happens, for me to start fighting anybody, that means mismanagement has taken place. Mismanagement. Whether you want to show power, whether you want to show you are this or that, mismanagement has taken place. If you know how to manage situations around you, there is no need you need people. I have soldiers friends who call me ordinarily like, oh boy, which kind of life you they live? Sometimes we just get together and say, man, we don't like your style. Whenever they want, they make you call persons say you they get issue. But are they get issues? They'll say you're not senior man. I know many soldiers who have been tired, being into relationship with so many civilians. Because a lot of them just get to have those relationships just for to intimidate other people. Issues they can ordinarily solve because they have soldier friends that don't start to they make calls. You don't start to they make calls. Issues you can ordinarily just solve and go your way. I used to have issues. But it is my own responsibility to handle my issues. Except it gets so out of hands. At least there's a way an issue gets out of hand that even a blind person will judge it that yes, at least it has gotten to this point. But before it gets there, you have to make sure that serious management has taken place. Serious management. So I pray the Lord bless us all. And for the youth, for the young ones, those in secondary school, even now, it has even entered primary school. You just have to understand that confraternity destroys. It destroys. The destruction is more than the unionism you think about. The destruction is beyond the reward, the good thing you think about it. So such thing is not worth going into. It's not worth going into. Before you even make such a step, go back and study. Go back and study. Men, great men. Great men, so many of them went down like ordinary men. They went down like ordinary men, like a nobody. Like a nobody. Imagine when somebody would die, instead of at least there should be sympathy. Now your fellow human being dies. You see people still swearing. You see people even looking for what is even more than death, that they can wish such a person, because of how the person tormented a lot of people. That's not a good lifestyle. It is not. Some people want to be known, and they don't think wise. There are things you can do that people will know you for. Because you want to be known, you come out and start showcasing what is so immoral, just to claim, just to get to that peak, because you feel people will give you attention more if you go into a thing like this. Baba Gabi Gabi. Because of you, I go end this video for you. I get something. Now business, now for human lives. I get something good for you this morning. I dey come make I end that immediately. So please, my people, let me join my team for today. It's another day. I'm so busy right now, and I'm not even too very okay or comfortable to do this, but I just have to try to fish out time for it. Just let me talk about it. I know this will help one or two person there. For real, we just have to stand strong to continue to do what is right with our lives. If you feel you want to get fame, if you feel you want to get to anything you want to get to, you can do it positively. You can. If anyone tells you the only way you can get whatever you want is to behave arrogantly, is to behave riotically, is to behave anyhow you like, that person is not giving you the right advice. There are so many things you can do that people will remember you for good. For good. For good. Look at Bob Marley. We can't forget him. We can't forget Bob Marley. He went for a talent. He got a talent. He went for it. He built it. While he was going for it, there were so many other distractions, but he focused on it. His focus gave him that fame, gave him everything. Everything. And if you looked at him, if you ever study carefully the life of Bob Marley, he never see the financial breakthrough in his talent as anything. He never saw it as anything. His major concentration is just all about being able to walk through it, to walk through what he wanted to walk through and get the message he needs for the people. That's what he appreciated most before he left all of us. Not the money. He wasn't out there to showcase this, to showcase that, to show. No. It was not after that. It was just after the fulfillment that he could get along with the talent to the very end, despite all the distractions. So may the Lord bless us all. Have a nice day.
Now we don't hear from Endurance Ogiagbe. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.